valuation perspective, any sector that you find particularly value in?
Like, to be brutally frank with you, the whole of India is super expensive. The only pocket of value which is there is maybe private sector banks which are trading in line with historical mean, and maybe government banks are trading one standard deviation below mean. Everything else is trading either one standard deviation above or maybe even 1.5 and 2 standard deviation above. So it's very difficult to justify most of the stocks in the Indian market when it comes to valuations. You can justify banks, private sector banks and government banks. The problem is that problem in the current year for that sector has been the lack of EPS growth. So according to me, once EPS growth is back in that sector, you get double digit kind of EPS growth. Which we hope will happen next year. You will see banks and financials performing phenomenally. And please remember, the largest holding for FIIs are in banks. So 30% of their holdings are in banks and financials. They have been sellers in that sector for the last 2 years almost. If that changes, once growth comes through, valuation is well set, not only will the banks and financials perform well, the entire Nifty will start performing well. But for that, banks and financials need to work as a trade.